In a month or so, I am going to be releasing a video essay on possessions in media. In fact, I'm going to be focusing on 3 movies that have possess in the title, because where better to find possessions? This is sort of a trailer for that video essay, but it's not actually about any of the things I talk about in that. Instead, I'm just going to be talking about the trailers of the movies that I talk about. Because why not? The trailer for Possessed, which is the first film I talk about from 1947, really made me want to do this because I think it is really weird. It starts out with this opening crawl. I guess what it's trying to do is to get you into the spirit of the character's head. The character is undergoing these mental illnesses that she can't really explain, and so, you know, what's the best thing for a trailer to do than to go, this, what do you want to feel like? It's got these great sort of titles coming in. It's very like noirish. These absolutely kind of book wild transitions. There's kind of no rhyme or reason as to why, you know, like flips a page, you like open curtains, you like scrunch the screen and throw it away. You know, it partially feels like it's trying to do the job of going, yeah, this is a movie about feeling fucked up and not really knowing what's going on. But at the same time, it feels like the trailer guys were just like, let's just have a bit of fun, you know, like, yeah, it feels like when you're like 8 years old or something and you're on like iMovie and you're like, I'm gonna try these transitions. So, you know, respect on them. One thing I don't really like about this trailer, but it's quite important, is that it talks about Possessed being about being possessed with love, which I think Possessed doesn't do. It speaks about how a relationship can influence your emotions, but at the same time, it's suggesting that, you know, love isn't doing this and you need therapy. It won't surprise anyone who's seen Possession from 1981 that the trailer is also pretty buck fucking wild, because you got a lot of freeze frames going on. Again, you've got some great fonts. It's weird because even while you're watching Possession, especially for the first time, you're kind of like, what the fuck? It's hard to try and put into 2 minutes kind of why you should go see this movie, because the whole of Possession is a trailer for watching Possession again. I remember watching it for this video essay and being like, why not? Let's go for it again, round 3. I think what the Possession trailer does well is that there are so many weird fucking things that happen in it, and they're sort of unexplained in the movie as well. It's got some absolutely stunning performances. They're buck wild from the start. They're just having a great time. Of course, the main problem of the Possession trailer is that there are only about like 3 or 4 shots of this weird fucked up monster. And of course, it's a trailer, so it has to show like half of the shots of the monster, and it's like, come on, you didn't need to do that. But you know, that's only gotten worse, and at least it feels very anachronous, which I think you don't get a lot with trailers, especially now, where even the trailer has to kind of follow a narrative to keep you wired in. The trailer for Possessor starts by saying that it has not been modified, which I think is fantastic. You know, some of the things that happened with like the video nasties, where movies like Possession were cut down extensively, like a third was taken out of Possession for, I think it's like DVD release or something. The same happened with Possessor, but really, really strange stuff. Like a hard penis was taken out, and that was it. The trailer for Possessor feels maybe the most mainstream in a way.
Mom! Hi, darling.
How was your trip?
Dull. Extraordinarily dull.
You specifically kind of see the plot lines as they happen. If you only watch 2 minutes of Possessor, if you like walk downstairs and you're like, Dad was watching it, and you looked, and then you did that like 5 more times, that could probably be that could be the trailer. What it does do is it shows some of the explicit lack of emotion that Possessor sort of talks about, that kind of stoicity that its main characters go through. It's sort of a very common trait for you to know someone is possessed through them kind of going like, through them being like taken over, like in Hereditary. This feeling that they're kind of acting without emotion, and you can almost sort of feel them trapped inside, and you get different moments of that. You could argue it's sort of meant to contrast the like irrationality of the possessed victim, which is, you know, especially because quite a lot of them are like young girls. You think, oh, when they're silent, when they're doing nothing, that's when they're possessed. I don't know. Possessor feels like it's just taking the scenes and going, here you are, here's what you'll find. Whereas the other two are very much like, they want you to feel what the characters feel through their trailers a bit more. Maybe we're looking at a future without kind of expressionist trailers where it is entirely about what is in the film rather than how a trailer can make you feel what the movie wants to make you feel. Through the trailers alone, we see something a bit lost in the way that it's done. But that's not to say that that's how it is in the video essay. Don't be fooled. You'll just have to watch to find out what the movies are. So stay tuned on the channel. Stay possessed.